Hello friends, so I made a highlight over on my Instagram, but I wanted to create this separate YouTube video with a more in-depth explanation of how to make this Google form that is a hall pass for your classes and your students. So first of all, you may be asking, what are you talking about with this hall pass? So this was something I shared, as I said, over on Instagram, but I wanted to make here because I think there are a lot of other people who may not have seen it over there or would like a more in-depth explanation of how to do this. So this hall pass is connected to a QR code, and I'm going to show you how to make it and how to use this. So for the sake of this video, I just typed in my email to show you as a demo. So students will use a QR code, scan it on their phone, their iPad, or even if they have a Chromebook, they can scan it, or you could just have this Google form available within your Google Classroom. They will select where it is, what they're doing. So we're going to click checking out, and the form is going to take them to a drop-down menu where they can select where it is that they are going. So let's just say they're going to go to the restroom. They click next, and then it submits the form. The nice thing about this is it's immediately going to do a timestamp, so you know when it is that they checked out. They would click submit, and that would be that. We're going to go back here for a second. Say, for example, they select other. Other is going to take them to a place within the form for them to actually type the location of where it is that they're going, and then they would click submit, and that would be their checkout. So now let's say that the student is checking in, they're coming back. All they have to do is click checking in, and it will say submit to finish, and then that will timestamp that they have checked back into the classroom. So I first want to show you, I do have in my free library the exact form if you just want to use the one that I have, but you have to be a part of my email list in order to gain access to the free library. So that's where you will sign up. When you sign up, you will instantly get the password that is going to give you access to this free library. There are no other strings attached other than signing up for my list, and then you will be able to get the Google form. This is what the free library looks like. You are going to click Google folder, and that will take you to within this Google Drive folder. And if you scroll down, you will see Hall Pass form as a Google Doc. So this Google Doc has everything that you're going to need, and I provided you the editable version of the exact form that I made. When you open it, it is going to force you to make your own copy of it so that you can customize it. In here, you will also find the clip art that I used for the form if you want to use those, as well as the dimensions, and then the website as well. So this is just like an all-in-one place with the exact form that I used, but I'm still going to show you how to make your own if you would like to make your own custom one using whatever information you would like in the Google form. Okay, so this is something I just made in PowerPoint. This is a box, like a rectangle, and then I added the text that I wanted and the custom QR code that links to that Google form. I did put this over this just to protect so that no one can actually use the QR code and have access to my actual hall pass. So there's that. You could have I think I'm going to actually use this one for something else. So I just have it formatted like a piece of paper of 11 by 8.5, and you could customize that to do whatever you want to. So the next part is I'll show you how to make the images that I made for the Google form, and I used Canva for that. Okay, so within Canva, you're going to click Create a Design, and you're going to use Custom Dimension. So if you go to Custom Size, you're going to want pixels, and you're going to want 1600 by 400. And then just click Create New Design. So here's what I came up with. I just added some text and some clip art, and then I just downloaded the image to use as the header in the Google form. And then for the other images, the little clip arts for checking in and checking out, again, you're going to want custom dimensions. You're going to change it to inches. And I just did 8 by 8 because I wanted it to be square. You could change it to something else that's square if you would like to. And then you just click create new design. And this is what I came up with for these two. I just used clip art that was in Canva. I searched watercolor and books. These are actually the books that are in the table numbers I have as a free download in my Teachers Pay Teachers store. If you want those, I'll put them in the description, a link to that if you're interested. I just wanted it all to match to the decor within my classroom. So there's those two, and then you just click download and download those images as well. Okay, so I just have a blank Google form. I'm going to show you how to do this. And I just titled it Hall Pass, and now I need to get some of the settings here. To begin with, you're going to want to collect the emails. You don't want to limit to one response, and you don't want them to be able to edit it, so you don't have to change anything there. And for the presentation, just leave it as it is. I like to have the link to submit another response so that when they are checking out, it'll just have the option right there. They can just leave it pulled up on their phone or computer, whatever. When they get back, they'll be directed right back to the link, and don't touch anything with the quiz section. So you're going to click save, and that's going to grab their emails when they immediately click the form. So we first of all are going to need 3 sections in total. So you can go ahead and make those. And you can see this is the completed one. You can see how there are just those 3 sections. So that was our first step. So going over here, you'll see under section 1, the first one is what are you doing? So in section 1, I'm going to add a question. What are you doing? And the first option is checking out, leaving class. And my second option is checking in, returning. I'm going to make it required. And to grab these images, wherever you saved them at when you made them in Canva, you're going to click right here and find them on your computer to upload them in those spots. Okay, so my pictures are uploaded. Now I need to tell the Google form, what do I want these different buttons to do? So down here, I'm going to select Go to Section based on Answer. So for the first one here, when they check out, it's going to do something different than if they are returning to class. So when they are returning, all I need them to do is get that timestamp. So I'm going to click that they are going to submit form. For checking out, they are going to have to tell me where they're going. So that is going to tell them to be in section 2, which we're going to work on now. Okay, so section 2 is going to be called location, and the type of question I did was drop down. So also again, make it required so that they have to answer the question. Okay, so I did where are you going? I have locker, restroom, drink, main office, nurse, guidance counselor. You can change those to whatever would apply to your classroom. Then again, we need to tell each of them what section based upon the answers. So click that. And the only one that I personally wanted to be special was the other. So for this one, they're going to continue to the next section. But the rest of them, they can just submit the form if they click that option. So you're going to want to change each of those to just submit the form. Okay, so for the other option, I need it to go to a different section. So that's where section 3 comes in. You're going to add another question down here. It's going to probably need to be a short answer. You're going to type in, I just said you selected other for your location, type your location below, and make it required. And then that's it. That is all of your sections. Some of the like appearance stuff up here. I did a font change, so I changed it to the formal font, and then I had a header image that I showed you how to make, so I'm going to stick that up there as well. Alright, so I've got my image here. I'm just going to upload it, and it's going to give me options. You can play around with what theme color you want. You can also add your own custom colors if you don't like what it is giving you. And there it is. Look how good it looks. Okay, so we're gonna do a test of this. I just clicked the preview button, pulled it up, and going to try checking out. We're gonna say we are going to get a drink. And then we're gonna click submit. And the nice thing, like I said earlier, is it's gonna leave this here so they can, when they come back, they can just click that button. And then they came back, so we're gonna type in their email, click checking in. Gonna click checking in. And that's it. So then on your end, gotta click submit here. You now have responses. And the nice thing, you can click the spreadsheet. It will make that spreadsheet for you. And it has the date and the timestamp on there so that you know who the student was, where they went, and all of that good stuff. So there's that. So now for the actual making of the QR code, you are going to go up to send, and you're going to grab the link on here and you're going to copy it. Well, I used QR code monkey for this when I was making it. So you're going to grab whatever you want to use, and then you're just going to enter your link. In here, you're going to click create QR code, and then you're going to download your image, and you'll be able to fill it out and stick it wherever you want in your classroom. So as I said earlier, I will link everything that is mentioned in here in the description below. Let me know if you have any questions, and I hope that this is a tool that is helpful for your classroom and within your school. I feel like it's a pretty easy, simple solution to help you have timestamps and to be able to keep track of where your students have gone, and just to keep everyone safe as well. So wishing you a wonderful day and a great school year.